Hello, this is Mr. Ahmed, and today we'll do lesson 13.1 perimeter. And our essential question: how can you use a formula to find the perimeter of a rectangle? So today we will find the perimeter of a rectangle, and we will know how to use a formula, something called formula, to find this perimeter. So let's unlock the problem. Julio is putting a stone border around his rectangular garden. The length of the garden is 7 feet. The width of the garden is 5 feet. How many feet of stone border does Julio need? Circle the numbers you will use. We will use the 7 feet and the 5 feet. We need the length and width of the garden. Okay, so here what are you asked to find? We need to find how many of stone border Julio needs. So we need this stone border around his garden. We need the length of all of this. So the length of all of this, we call it the perimeter. And the perimeter is the distance around the shape. So the distance around any shape, we call it the perimeter. To find how many feet of stone border Julio needs, find the perimeter of the garden. So we need to find the perimeter of the garden. So here, if this is 7 feet, so this also will be 7 feet. And if this is 5 feet, this also will be 5 feet. So to find the length of this border, we will add the length 2 times and we'll add the width 2 times. So it's 7 plus 7 plus 5 plus 5. So here 7 plus 7 is 14. 5 plus 5 is 10. 14 plus 10 is 24 feet. So Julio needs 24 feet of stone border. Okay, so we add the length 2 times and we add the width 2 times. So we add the 7 plus 7, which is 14, and we add 5 plus 5, which is 10, and altogether 14 plus 10 is 24. So this way we used addition. And there is another way to use multiplication. So in this example, we'll use a multiplication. Here we have a rectangle. Its length is 12 and its width is 8. So here we have the formula, which says the perimeter equals 2 times length plus 2 times width. Because in the rectangle, we have 2 length and 2 width. So here 2 times length, it's 2 times 12 plus 2 times width, it's 2 times 8. So 2 times 12 is 24, 2 times 8 is 16. 24 plus 16, we can add 6 plus 4 equals 10. So I write 0 and carry up 1. So 1 plus 2, 3 plus 1 is 4. So it's 40 centimeters. So again, the perimeter is 2 times length plus 2 times width. 2 times the length here is 12 plus 2 times width. The width here is 8, so 2 times 8 is 16. So 2 times 12 is 24 plus 2 times 8 is 16. 24 plus 16 it's 40. Okay, here we need the perimeter of a square. We know that the square is a rectangle, but all of its sides are equal. So here, all of the sides are 16, 16, 16, 16. So instead of adding the 16 4 times or adding the side 4 times, we can make it 4 times one side. So we can make it 4 times 16. So 4 times 16. Here 4 multiply 6 is 24. Write 4 down and 2 up. 4 multiply 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6. So the perimeter here is 64 inches. So the perimeter of a square, you just multiply one side by 4. And here, the perimeter of rectangle, you multiply the length by 2, multiply the width by 2, and add the two answers. Or, if you are using addition, you add all of the sides. So 12 plus 8 plus 12 plus 8. You will get the same answer, 40. And here on the square, if you add 16 plus 16 plus 16 plus 16, you also get 64. Okay, so here we will use what we called a formula. So a formula is a mathematical rule. You can use it to find perimeter. So here P stands for perimeter and L stands for length. So we have 2 times L plus W stands for width. So we have here 2 times W, which is width. So P, perimeter, equals 2 times length plus 2 times width. Instead of length and width, we wrote L and W, and instead of perimeter, we wrote P. So let's see how we will use this formula to solve this example. Find the perimeter of the rectangle. We have a rectangle here, which has a length of 18 meters and a width of 14 meters. So we write our formula here, P equal 2 times L plus 2 times W. 2 multiply length plus 2 multiply W. And instead of L and W, I write the length and width, and everything else I write is the same as it is. So I write the two parentheses, inside them 2 multiply, instead of L, it's the length, I write the 18. And here 2 multiply W, which is the width, instead of W, I write the 14. So 2 multiply 14. And now I'll get 2 multiply 18 and 2 multiply 14 and add the two answers. So 2 multiply 8 is 16. I write 6 and 1 up. 2 multiply 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3. So 2 multiply 18 is 36. Here 2 multiply 14. 2 multiply 4 is 8. 2 multiply 1 is 2. And now what I do? I add the two answers. So 6 plus 8 is 14. I write 4 down and 1 up. 1 plus 3, 4 plus 2, 6. So it's 64 meters. So the perimeter of the rectangle is 64 meters. So again, I wrote the formula, and then instead of L and W, I wrote the length, which is 18, and the width, which is 14. And I found 2 multiply 18, which is 36, and 2 multiply 14, which is 28. And I added 36 plus 28, which is 64. Also, if you added 14 plus 18 plus 14 plus 18, you will get the same answer, 64. Here he says, can you use the distributive property to write the formula P equal 2 times L plus 2 times W? Another way? Okay, so let us remember the distributive property. The distributive property said if we have, for example, 5 multiply 3 plus 2, we say it's the same as 5 multiply 3 plus 5 multiply 2. So if we look here, 2 times L and 2 times W, it looks like this. It looks like the 5 multiply 3 and 5 multiply 2. So what happened here is we put the 5 out. and 3 plus 2 inside. So here we can also do the same. We can put the 2 out, and inside the parentheses we write L plus W. So can we use the distributive property here? We write yes. And how? We have 2 multiply L plus 2 multiply W is the same as 2 multiply, and inside the parentheses I write L plus W. So we can have a new rule here, which is P equal, the perimeter equals 2 multiply L plus W. So you can add the length and width and then multiply it by 2. So here, for example, you could add the 14 plus 18, which is 32, and multiply the 32 by 2, you get 64. So we have many ways to find the perimeter of rectangle. The first way is add the 4 sides. The second way, 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. The third way here, you can add the length plus width, then multiply the answer by 2. So 2 times length plus width. And here, try this. Write a formula for the perimeter of a square. So we need to write a formula to find the perimeter of the square. So P equals what? So use the letter P for the perimeter and use the letter S for the length of a side. So the formula will be P equals what? So the square has 4 equal sides. So if this is S, this will be S, this will be S, this will be S. So instead of adding S plus S plus S plus S, we can multiply 4 by S. So the formula will be 4 times one side, which is here, we call it S. And here he say, justify the formula you wrote for the perimeter of a square. So here what we did, instead of adding the side length 4 times, we multiply the side length by 4. So we can say that adding the side length 4 times is the same as multiplying 4 by one side. So P, the perimeter, equals 4 multiply one side, which is S. So if we have a square which has a side length of 5, for example, we multiply 4 times 5 equals 20. If we have a side length of 10, 4 times 10, which is 40, and so on. And now for share and show. So here our formulas here. For the rectangle, we have 2 times L plus 2 times W, or 2 times L plus W. And for the square, we have P equal 4 times S. So here we have a rectangle which has a length of 8 feet and a width of 4 feet. And we will use the formula. So here, what is the formula of the rectangle? P equal 2 times L plus 2 times W. Okay, I write 2 times plus here 2 times, and instead of L and W, length and width, I write here the length is 8 and the width is 4. Now 2 times 8 is 16, plus 2 times 4 is 8. Now 16 plus 8, 6 plus 8 is 14. I write 4 down, 1 up, 1 plus 1 is 2. So 24 feet. So again, I wrote the formula of the perimeter, P equal 2 times L plus 2 times W. And in the second step, instead of L and W, I wrote the length and width 8 and 4. So 2 times 8 is 16, plus 2 times 4 is 8. 16 plus 8 is 24. What if we used the other formula? So here is another answer. We can write the other formula here. P equals 2 times L plus W. So here I write equal, and I write 2 times, instead of L and W, I write 8 plus 4. So 8 plus 4. And I say equal. I leave the 2 for now. 2 multiply 8 plus 4 is 12. So 2 multiply 12 is 24 feet also. So here you have two formulas you can use. P equal 2 times L plus 2 times W, or P equals 2 times L plus W. Okay, so here find the perimeter of the rectangle or square. Okay, what about using this formula? P equals 2 times L plus W. So here we have the length and width 16 and 4 yards. So I write 2 multiply, and instead of length plus width, I write 16 plus 4. So here is equal. 2 multiply, and instead of 16 plus 4, 16 plus 4 is 20. So 2 multiply 20 is 40 yards. So here I write 40 yards. Okay, so what if I forget this formula? So the rectangle, I know if this is 4 yards, this also will be 4 yards. If this is 16 yards, this also will be 16 yards. So I can add 16 plus 16 plus 4 plus 4. I'll get the same answer, 40 yards. Okay, here's number 3. I need also the perimeter of this rectangle, so I can write the formula P equal. Okay, so let's use the same formula here. 2 multiply length plus width, which is equal to times the length and width here are 110 plus 42. So I'll keep the 2 for now. 2 multiply 110 plus 42. 2 plus 0 is 2. 4 plus 1 is 5. And 1 plus nothing is 1. So 2 multiply 152, which is equal to 2 multiply 2 is 4. 2 multiply 5 is 10. So I write 0 down, 1 up. And 2 multiply 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3. So we have 304 meters. So the perimeter here is 304. Okay, and if you forget the formula, you can just add 110 plus 110 plus 42 plus 42. You will get the same answer. And here, this is a square, and the square is easier because you have all of the sides equal. So you have this formula P equal 4 times S, which is equal 4 times, the side here is 4 meters, so 4 times 4 equals 16 meters. So here the perimeter of the square is 16 meters. Also, it's the same as you add 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. Okay, guys. So to sum it up, we have the rectangle and the square. Okay, for both of them, if you want to get the perimeter, you can add all of the sides. So if you add all of the sides, you get the perimeter of rectangle or for square. And we have formulas to help us. So we have here for the rectangle, the perimeter equals 2 times length plus 2 times width. And we have another one, which is P equal 2 times length plus width. And for the square, we have only one formula here, P equal 4 times S. So the side you multiply it by 4. Okay, so hope you guys understand the lesson well. And now it's your turn. You solve on your own questions. And if you are in my class, we'll discuss it on the live session. Have a nice day and goodbye.